With 4 Silver Sluggers, 3 All-Star selections, and a World Series ring, which he clinched at just 20 by the way, Juan Soto is arguably the scariest hitter alive. However, despite his terrifying prowess at the plate, the last thing you've heard of him is probably that he's the guy that's been traded twice in the last 2 years. But beyond all of that drama, here's the scary truth about Juan Soto everyone seems to be missing. But hey, you know the drill. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe to stay updated on all your favorite players and everything baseball. Juan Soto was born in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, to Juan Soto Sr. and Belkis Pacheco. From a young age, he was hooked on baseball, thanks to his dad, who played catcher in a local league and encouraged him to join in. Surprisingly, young Soto was a natural. Ever since he picked up a bat, he hasn't put it down. Growing up, Soto idolized Dominican stars Manny Ramirez and Robinson Cano, and as a result, his friends even nicknamed him Little Robbie. To help him perfect his swing, his dad would throw in bottle caps, a training method that honed his remarkable batting skills. Juan Soto grew up in a tough neighborhood, and as a result, his mom limited his time outside to keep him safe. So, as a child, he got creative and played baseball indoors. He would make a ball by crumpling paper, cover it with tape, and then practice hitting it down the hallway, while imagining himself running the bases. Soto's dad, Juan Sr., on the other hand, played in a men's softball league and would take young Soto to games, where he would throw batting practice for him before the matches. During their practice sessions, Soto switched to throwing and batting left-handed on his dad's suggestion, despite being naturally right-handed, figuring it would give him an edge in the sport. But it wasn't until he was 16 that his baseball career really took off, when the Washington Nationals signed him with a whopping $1.5 million bonus. That year, he made his professional debut with the Gulf Coast League Nationals, and boy, did he make a splash. By September, he had impressed so much that he got promoted to the Auburn Doubledays in the Class A short-season New York Penn League for the final few games of the season. In those 6 games, he went 9 for 21 with 3 doubles and an RBI. By the end of 2016, Soto had a stellar overall batting average of .368, 5 home runs, and 32 RBIs. In 2017, Soto got another promotion to play with the Hagerstown Suns in the Class A South Atlantic League. He started off hot, but things took a turn when he injured his ankle sliding into home on May 2nd, landing him on the disabled list. Before the injury, he was on fire, batting .360 with 3 home runs in 23 games. Even with the setback, by July, MLB Pipeline ranked him as the Nationals' second best prospect and the 42nd best among all prospects. Due to his ankle injury, Soto didn't make it back to the Suns that season. However, he did have 2 rehab stints with the Gulf Coast Nationals. He played 5 games in July and another 4 in September, before a hamstring injury shut him down for the season. In those 9 rehab games, he went 8 for 25 with a double, a triple, and 4 RBIs. Despite the injuries, he wrapped up 2017 with a .351 batting average, 3 home runs, and 18 RBIs. Soto entered 2018 as one of the minor league's hottest prospects. He kicked off the season with the Hagerstown Suns, hitting an impressive .373 with 5 home runs and 24 RBIs in just 16 games. This stellar performance quickly earned him yet another promotion to the Potomac Nationals in the Class A Advanced Carolina League, where he continued his run as a dynamite, batting .371 with 7 home runs and 18 RBIs in only 15 games. Then, Soto was on the move again, this time to the Harrisburg Senators in the Class AA Eastern League. In just 8 games with the Senators, he hit .323 with 2 doubles, 2 home runs, and 10 RBIs. His rapid rise through the ranks reached its peak on May 20, 2018, when the Washington Nationals decided it was finally time to call him up to the major leagues. The team desperately needed to reinforce their outfield after an injury to Howie Kendrick, And who better to fill the spot than the guy who had been tearing it up in the minors? Soto had dominated the competition over parts of 3 minor league seasons, batting .362 with a 1.043 on-base slugging percentage, one of the best measures of hitting prowess. So, of course, Soto was the perfect choice to fill the spot. He made his major league debut on May 20, 2018, thereby becoming the youngest player in the majors at just 19 years and 207 days old, and the first player born in 1998 to ever appear in a major league game. During the game, Soto entered as a pinch hitter in the 8th inning against the Los Angeles Dodgers at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C., and struck out swinging against right-handed reliever Eric Goodell. And the next day, he made his first major league start, playing left field against the San Diego Padres. On the very first pitch of his first at-bat, he smashed a 422-foot opposite field 3-run homer off Eddie Erlin, and he stepped back out of the dugout for a curtain call from the crowd after rounding the bases. This made him the youngest player in MLB history to hit a home run, and the first teenager to homer in a major league game since Bryce Harper did it at age 19 in 2012. He also made history as the youngest player to be intentionally walked in a game. Shortly after his call-up, Baseball America named Soto the Nationals' top prospect, surpassing fellow outfielder Victor Robles, and ranked him as the 4th best prospect in all of baseball. His rapid ascent to the top of the prospect rankings only showed his immense talent and potential in the eyes of baseball experts. By the end of 2018, Soto's performance was simply sensational. He boasted an impressive slash line of .292, .406, .517, accompanied by 79 walks, 22 home runs, and 70 RBIs in just 414 at-bats, all while being the youngest player in the National League. Throughout the season, Soto's exceptional play earned him the NL Rookie of the Month title not once, not twice, but thrice, making him just the 6th player in history to achieve this feat. To top it off, he also etched his name in MLB history by setting several teenage records, including most walks, most multi-homer games, highest on-base percentage, and highest OPS. In 2019, Soto was on fire, smashing 34 homers and driving in a whopping 110 runs, all while boasting an incredible .949 OPS. But it was during the playoffs that he truly shone. Imagine celebrating your 21st birthday by hitting .333 with 3 homers and a jaw-dropping 1.178 OPS in the World Series. That performance helped bring the Nationals their first World Series title in 95 years, and Soto was right in the middle of it all. His outstanding postseason performance even earned him and teammate Steven Strasburg joint winners of the Babe Ruth Award as the 2019 postseason Most Valuable Players. The following year, despite the challenges of the COVID-shortened season, Soto continued to dazzle. At just 21 years old, he clinched the NL batting title with an impressive .351 average, making him the youngest player to achieve this feat. And that's not all. He also led the league in on-base percentage and slugging percentage, solidifying his status as one of baseball's brightest stars. In 2021, Soto's consistency was on full display as he batted .313 with a stellar .999 OPS, narrowly missing out on the NL MVP award to former teammate Bryce Harper. But even in the face of stiff competition, Soto's talent and dedication were undeniable. A Sports Illustrated profile by baseball writer Tom Verducci in April 2022 didn't hold back its praise, hailing Soto as the greatest hitting prodigy since Ted Williams. Comparisons to legendary figures like Frederick Chopin highlighted just how exceptional Soto's talent truly is. And with numerous accolades under his belt, including 3 All-Star selections and 4 Silver Slugger awards as of the 2023 season, Soto firmly established himself as a bona fide superstar in the world of baseball. When it was finally time to renew his contract, the Nationals knew they had a once-in-a-generation talent in Soto. So, they made a bold move. offering him a record-breaking 15-year, $440 million extension during the 2022 season. However, the 23-year-old phenom surprised everyone by turning down the offer, despite his desire to stay with the team. One reason for his decision was the heavily backloaded nature of the contract, with an average value that ranked lower than expected in the league. Soto's agent hinted at even bigger potential earnings if he wanted to become a free agent at age 26, suggesting he could command a deal worth over $500 million. Faced with the possibility of losing him without compensation, the Nationals made a tough decision, trading him and Josh Bell to the San Diego Padres at the 2022 trade deadline. In return, they received a significant package of prospects, headlined by shortstop C.J. Abrams. After the trade, Soto faced some challenges adjusting to his new team, struggling to find his rhythm, and hitting just .236 over the last 2 months of the 2022 season with San Diego. However, true to his form, he bounced back in the 2023 season, overcoming a slow start to put up impressive numbers once again, ending the year with 35 home runs, 109 RBIs, and a formidable .930 OPS. However, that same year, the most unexpected thing happened. In December 2023, Soto was traded yet again. Now, the decision to trade Soto wasn't easy for the Padres front office, but it was seen as a necessary step in their ongoing efforts to build for the future. After investing heavily with their roster in recent years, the Padres faced financial challenges that needed addressing. With several players locked into large long-term contracts, they simply couldn't afford to extend Soto's deal in the same manner. However, the trade wasn't without its benefits for the Padres. By parting ways with Soto, they acquired some much-needed pitching depth, which would help offset potential losses from anticipated offseason departures. It's been only a few games into the 2024 season with the New York Yankees, and it's impossible to ignore Juan Soto on the mound because from the looks of it, he's having his best season yet. Juan is currently hitting .302 with 52 hits, 9 homers, 34 RBIs, and 30 runs scored in just 45 games for the Yankees this season. And if he keeps this performance up, he might just be the Yankees' ticket to winning their first World Series since 2009, don't you think? So, the scary truth about Juan Soto is not just his undeniable talent, but his ability to consistently overcome adversity, adapt, and rise to the occasion, making him a force to be reckoned with in baseball for years to come. Let us know what you think in the comments.